Welcome back, all you degenerates, all you little weirdos. I know what you are. It's Pride Month. You're all gamers.
Don't know who I want, you the one I want. Never said I don't, that's that money talk.
So as of recent, there's been a pretty big discussion and drama about FaZe Clan. Now, if you don't know what FaZe Clan is, I don't blame you. They were only really popular around 2012. FaZe Clan is a Call of Duty clan that formed around the idea of trick-shotting and 360 no-scopes and other sorts of crazy, really interesting-looking Call of Duty clips. And they slowly turned from a bunch of kids making trick shots to a very potential-filled content creation organization. And from there, they even got to the point where they became a fully fledged company. Now, if you didn't know about FaZe Clan, recently they've come under some controversy for picking up a brand new hire named Rain and Van Dien. Now, Rain and Van Dien or Rain and Van Dien was on one episode of Stranger Things. She's sort of a B-list celebrity. She's nobody really big, but because she's been picked up by FaZe Clan, she is all around already getting them clicks and views. Now, what happened is that she got punched down at by a FaZe Rain, one of the company's most influential older members. She got punched down at by FaZe Rain, who called her mid, and in return, he retaliated by poking fun at the fact that he almost overdosed on live stream.
He says that I don't even know what a trick shot is. You're right, I don't. And I know that that's kind of what you're known for, but I know you, Rain, as the person who almost overdosed on a live stream. And I know that you're better now, and I'm really proud of you for that. I am, because I grew up with a mom heavily into drugs, and you know those things when you're little, the things that you would make wishes on? Like when you're driving under a tunnel and you make a wish, or you make a wish on a dandelion, or you make a wish on a shooting star, anything like that. I made all of my wishes growing up that my mom would get better and stop doing drugs, but she didn't. So I am proud of you for getting better, but don't come after me for not knowing what a trick shot is, man. Like, we're not on the same plane.
Now, FaZe Rain later came out and apologized to her for punching down and swinging at her. And she later, I'm pretty sure, apologized for poking fun at his overdose. But the whole story has been twisted and has been mangled into thinking and making people think that she was making fun of the fact that FaZe Rain was addicted to drugs. He never made fun of FaZe Rain's addiction. He made fun of the fact that he made an ass of himself by taking drugs on live stream and nearly overdosing live. I guarantee you, if FaZe Rain had done those drugs in the privacy of his own home without a live stream going on, he would not have been made fun of as heavily as opposed to doing it in front of thousands of people. You see, you can't really come back from that. When you go in front of thousands of people, thousands of viewers, potentially children, people who are easily influenced by you, and you make a complete, and people who look up to you, and you make a complete ass of yourself by overdosing and taking drugs in general on live stream. You know, nobody cares if you smoke a little pot, right? Nobody cares if you sip a little purple liquid, right? Nobody cares if you sip that purple. Nobody cares. No one cares. Literally no one cares. But if you take so much of it that you overdose, you're gonna get picked on for it, because that's stupid. You had your own decision to not overdose on live stream. It's a decision that you made. You actively made the decision to overdose on live stream. You could have stopped. You could have told yourself, I'm not going to go crazy right now. I don't need this big a hit. You could have told yourself, I don't need to go on live stream and make a fucking fool of myself by drinking so much lean that I need to end up in a wheelchair in front of thousands of people. Are you brain dead? Has all this fame and this fame and all these drugs rotted your brain? Like, what is up with you, dude? The fact that she poked fun at his overdose is literally not even an issue. That's not that's not an issue here. And neither is FaZe Rain's addiction. I'm glad he got over addiction. I'm glad he didn't die because of the overdose, right? But you as a community, the gaming community, who is supposed to be this group of really tough people, this group of people who like, oh, we can take jokes, you know. I wish we could go back to the COD lobbies when everybody was bullying each other on the internet, you know, like what is up with that? Why are people all of a sudden turning sensitive because somebody got punked, got picked on, right? Like, suck it up. You got dissed. Cry about it, dude. It's whatever. You look like an ass in general, right? You swung down at this girl. You retaliated like a gamer, by the way. She retaliated like a fucking G, right? She said something that you didn't like, that you didn't approve of, that got under your skin, that kind of got your goat, and yet you go and you cry about it, dude. Cry. Oh my god. Like, oh, who cares? Who cares? Suck it up. They pay fucking Snoop Dogg, right? They pay Snoop Dogg, I bet you, like hundreds of thousands of dollars just to be in FaZe. So like, why? It's like Snoop Dogg is a net negative, and yet you're shitting on somebody who's a net positive, and you're allowing so much infighting in your business. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, they have no idea how to manage a company. They're a complete joke. They used to be cool. They used to be fun to watch. They used to be entertaining. And it used to be really cool to watch people who started out as a bunch of nerdy kids playing Call of Duty turn into grown men and run their own business. That used to be awesome. People used to enjoy watching how far they'd come. And now they just suck, right? Like, they don't know how to manage a business because they're still nerdy teenagers. A lot of them turn to drugs and alcohol. A lot of them are poor, right? Like, you got people like Tfue who went under this like scandal of, I guess, like selling Fortnite accounts or whatever, or buying a Fortnite account. Like, who fucking cares, dude? Who, like, this entire company is a joke. All their scandals are jokes. Like, it's stuff that ordinarily people wouldn't even like flinch at if it happened to anybody else. But because it's happening in FaZe and they want to make a big stink out of it to salvage what little reputation they have left, they're gonna make a big fuss. They're gonna cry about it, you know? That's all it is to it. Dude, FaZe makes me so mad, right? FaZe like pisses me off so much, dude. It's not even funny. They really shouldn't get under my skin this much, but because they're just complete like fools. They're just complete fools. Like, they make asses of themselves. I used to think they were like cool, you know? I used to think that those COD lobbies everybody got into, like, that was just okay. Yeah, those people being tough, right? That was having tough skin. I was like, letting yourself get laughed at is like okay, right? That's and then they go and freak out like little babies. You're supposed to be a gaming community, dude. You're supposed to laugh at this stuff. When somebody gets punked, you're supposed to go, oh my god, that was crazy. You're not supposed to go, hey, that's not nice. You can't say something like that in front of somebody that I appreciate. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, suck it up. Stop being a little pussy. Like, what's wrong? What's up with you, bro? Like, calm down. Calm down. Get your panties off, all right? Put your big boy pants on. Stop being a little girl, all right? Calm down. Like, act like a grown-ass man. Like, these people are, like, the worst in general, because FaZe is like, they're notorious for just doing like secretly horrible things. Like the whole save the kids thing, goading people into buying a cryptocurrency that was aimed at helping starving children and helping kids in need, and then it turns out to be a rug pull, and all of them were in on it, and they get out with like fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars because people thought they were helping kids in need and doing a good thing with their money. All right, that's the type of people we're dealing with here. This is the community of people that have built up this company. That's the type of people we're dealing with, bro. And like, I had somebody try to tell me that like addiction shouldn't be poked fun at because it's not something that people control and it ruins lives. And then, you know what I said to them? I said, it's your choice. You chose to take the drug, right? And nobody's saying that addiction is a good thing. Nobody's saying that addiction is a good thing, but you chose to take the drug. You chose to do the thing, right? And now you're dealing with the result of your actions. You're dealing with the consequences of your actions. The consequences of your actions are only what amount to your actions, right? Nobody else is responsible for the consequences of your own actions. So it's not anybody else's fault if they want to pick on you for you doing something stupid and you feeling the brunt of it, right? Overdosing on live stream, that's much more than just an addiction. That is something fundamentally wrong with this dude, right? That is something fundamentally wrong with this guy's head. Bro, you do not go go and overdose on a live stream because you're addicted. You go and overdose on a live stream because you're thinking, I'm gonna go crazy on this live stream. I'm gonna drink so much lean that it lands me in the hospital. That way I get clicks and views. He's just brain dead. He's just an idiot, dude. I'd say it to his face. It's disrespectful and it's shameful, and it makes other people who are trying to live stream and who are trying to make videos, it makes us content creators look bad. It makes us look like clout hungry jackasses, right? Like, this is what's become of like gaming culture, right? Like this shit was crazy and it was funny, right? And then he gets all butthurt about it happening. Cry harder, get mad, get more angry at me. Do it. You deserve it. You chose to do the thing, right? Get angry at this girl. Get unhappy. Get mad at Grace Van Dien. Why? Because you chose to make a stupid action, and now you will never see the end of that action happening to you, right? Grace Van Dien is not a problem, right? Grace Van Dien she's not a bad person for mentioning this, right? She's highlighting a very important issue in the company, right? People that are stupid enough and dumb enough to make horrible decisions in front of thousands of people, and they just get away with it and continue to be the top brass of FaZe, right? They continue to make like thousands of dollars. It's stupid. It's brain dead. Like, it's actually brain dead. You have to have a brain that is the equivalent of a cup of yogurt, right? To be able to think, oh man, that's something I really enjoy watching. That's something I think is a really good thing for society, right? It's just, oh my God. And she comes in and she points out something, right? Something bad about this company to swing back at this guy who swung at her first. She's retaliating, by the way. She's not just picking on him for no reason. She's retaliating because he swung first, dude. Like, what? And she didn't even say that addiction was a bad thing. If you watch the clip, which I like already played, right? Like, she says like, hey, I'm glad that you're better. I'm glad that you got over addiction. Like, I grew up with addiction in my household, right? She poked at fun at him for being a jackass, and then she said, I'm sorry that you have an addiction though, right? That's what she said. That's entirely what she said, right? She's not the problem. The problem is that you look up to an absolute scumbag, right? Like, you look up to somebody that makes everybody else in his company look worse. Like, what do you mean, dude? Like, it's this guy's fault that he's getting picked on, and so he shouldn't cry about it like a little bitch, all right? Man, like, this type of shit gets under my skin. It makes me mad. It makes me real upset, dude. Yeah, if you guys liked what you saw today, if you liked what you heard, if you appreciate my content, then hit like, hit subscribe, and, you know, join my Discord down in the description, and I will see y'all later. Peace.
Bro talk shit, we running him down. He almost moved with a gang, nah. That shit is not advised. I've been on my come up, now some people with no rise. They ain't got no money and they not up, no surprise. When I'm rapping, I'm a